Well, meanwhile, Abysmal Cosmos coming up straight off of a pretty commanding win, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, especially with Abysmal's fantastic performance against Metal just earlier, and it's gonna be on the same difficulty range. So those plays are definitely a lot more addictive than I thought they would be. I thought that this range would be 40s, but guess not.
The whole bracket, I guess I lied. The whole bracket's 30s. There's the grand finals also 30s.
All 30s.
No,
and somehow Luminescence is still in there.
Of course, I mean that's the only map in the grand finals.
Duh.
Just getting some quick bans coming in. The Cosmos with a pretty dominant role there. Kwazi banning his own chart. Oh, never mind. That was Cosmos. I can't actually see.
True.
Yeah.
I think I lost this game.
So
a little bit unfortunate.
That will be send off once again.
Nice.
Well, Cosmos had a pretty good performance last time.
I like how the scene transitioned just as we saw Konomi lose that matchup.
It happens.
Death.
Alright, good luck. I'm doing the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Trek's not screaming the countdown, so there's no sync this time.
I was wondering why it was slightly off. I know we just commentated on it, but I can't remember if it was Abysmal and Metal who played on Send Off. It was, right?
It was, yes.
Okay.
Abysmal had a pretty good score. I think she missed once. Other than that, it was an FC. And judging from their top scores, Abysmal's score was around 1k higher than Kwazi's.
You never know. We could see the Kwazi pop off.
Yeah, I mean, Kwazi could have just exited before putting his PSC into the leaderboard. Be an interesting strategy there. But I mean, I think it looked like his one score on the leaderboard was a fail out, so not sure.
He is going to pick up a good there, but so is Abysmal, so definitely coming down to accuracy now. I'm not sure how their accuracies fare against each other, so we'll have to see after this round so we can get a better understanding of how their MSs compare.
Oh, that's not a good miss.
Ooh.
3x on a spin and 8 hold.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Let's see here. 24. Yeah, I think that Kwazi has definitely got at least a several 100-point lead at the moment in terms of
Just
base
on
score.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opro mentioning in
Kwazi.
chat that DSP supposedly caused that miss. We'll need to have Cosmos confirm that post-match.
Yeah, but I would say the Kwazi would be winning this round.
Abysmal playing quite recklessly with that slider.
Yeah, looks very frustrated. Yeah, Kwazi with the advantage on that round. I have to see if Cosmos says anything.
Both in terms of MS and base score. Let's check a look at the ref then. Traxxer not Abysmal not mentioning anything about the DSP in ref den, so either unaware or didn't think it was that big of an issue. I believe that this would qualify for a potential replay of the round where they get to keep their higher scores, but it's up to Abysmal if she wants to take that.
Yeah, if there is a redo, then I believe that would mean that both players would play again, and they would both keep their highest scores.
Yep.
Where typically we would say a hitch would be a hardware problem, but there's definitely been the majority of players seeing DSP errors in this build of the game. So,
all right. So it seems as if they will indeed be doing a replay on Sendoff.
All right.
I love Send Off.
I can't really complain hearing the song again. Yeah, the DSP error seems like it's been specific. Like I don't think it's really based on hardware per se, but probably people with not as good hardware could be seeing it more often. But because it is like a very known issue, redoing because of that makes sense.
3, 2, 1, go.
And Ballin with the more vulgar statement about DSP, quote unquote, "Fuck you, DSP. I want you dead, DSP."
That's not very nice. Darkside Phil has feelings.
I could just start accepting DSP.
Luckily for me, I am too young to know about all of the shenanigans that went on with Darkside Phil. Although I am here to see that Kwazi has picked up a good in the first few seconds of the chart.
Yeah, we're hoping for no DSPs this time. So I think if there's another DSP error, I don't think we can do another replay. I think it's just the one time for each chart.
I know that it's it's one per player, right? But I don't know how it will work in the case where in the first run, player A gets a DSP gets a hardware issue, and then the second run, player B gets a hardware issue. I'm not sure how it would work in that case.
They
But
send off a third time.
true. But I will see that Cosmos picked up a single good during that ramble. So one replay per round per player. So I suppose that does mean that it would count. It would be possible to get 3 different replays. Or sorry, 2 different replays and 3 unique plays of the chart overall. And Crookie mentioning in chat, Darkside Phil was a top 8 contender in EVO for a version of Street Fighter 2 that no one played.
Oh, I didn't.
Was it the yeah? Was it the ROM hack that just upped the speed of everything by 100-fold?
I mean, that'd also be surprising because he's infamous for being really bad at gaming.
Oh yes. The only thing that I'm aware of DSP is the Black Mesa being unable to crouch jump. It was a PlayStation port of Super Turbo that had incorrect emulation. Oh wow, that's
Yeah, but so far both players having very cracked runs, still on FCs.
Yes. And then final note. Yeah.
So
That Abysmal is definitely far happier with that run than her previous one.
yeah, pretty sure Kwazi also had a better run this time around. Oh, Kwazi still taking it.
Yes.
About 80.
So that's still going to be Kwazi's to take.
So if this
It
round
has an MS difference of how much?
looks like 11.59 or 53 versus 11.18, so only about
Less,
0.4 difference.
yeah, less than a millisecond. That's very closely cut.
Yeah, but I mean, if this is going to be their performance for the rest of this round, I mean, this is going to be a very close.
Yeah, could go either or, just depending on how well both of them can FC the respective charts they're given.
Yep. All right, so we're going to Ascension, which I think this is the first time this chart is seeing play. I'd love to see it. I quasi love that chart.
Kwazi on the wrong Ascension for now.
Yeah, that's Ultimate Ascension. That's I
Um,
can see why there's the confusion there. That is a 50s chart.
Okay, he's found the right Ascension now.
I think Kwazi is using the search bar mod that was recently added.
Alright then.
Both are ready. 3.
No
2,
score on
1,
Kwazi's part,
go.
however I do see that Abysmal is top 8 on the leaderboard with a distinctly non-FC, so it's going to be curious to see how this plays out for both players.
Yeah, this is a pretty tricky chart to get an FC on. There's a couple patterns that can catch you off guard. This beginning is not one of them.
It still mind-blows me just how prolific Steven has become with charting in the few months that he's been active in the community, especially having made the swap over to being one of the few who still consistently does a fair amount of full diffs.
Yeah. Just an insane speed and charting. It's basically S&B was Darnak at home. I think Steven's S&B at home.
Darnak at home.
Yep.
We are going to see a good come out of Kwazi while Cosmos maintains her beautiful.
Oh, there's a miss there from Kwazi.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think like Crookie was saying in the chat, it's an interesting chart to sight read. For example, there's that empty beat hold there, where Steven...
Way asking in chat what hasn't been played yet. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Fukushigi no Karte hasn't been played yet.
Yeah, Fukushigi has not been played. I don't believe Hot Milk has been played either.
And Ballin is technically not wrong yet. They haven't been played yet, but to be fair, they haven't had the chance to be played yet.
Yeah, Pig, another chart. Bird of Prey, I don't believe has been played either. This might be the remaining 30s range charts that have not seen play. I mean, Cosmos is still on PFC pace.
Well, not anymore.
Well, yeah.
And what's it? At least one of the butterflies hasn't been played yet, right?
That is correct. I think there's a couple, because one of them... Actually, no. They're all in the 40s and 50s range. But
Don't believe the Eurobeat remix was played yet, but I might be mistaken on that. It'll definitely be interesting to see how that miss affects both of them. I'm not entirely sure who has the higher base score lead right now, but I do believe that MS is most likely in Cosmos. Oh wow, the base score is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it's all going to come down to MS right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Kwazi
That's
barely taking it.
It's very close.
About a little under a 50-point lead there.
These players are almost perfectly matched. Wow, it's kind of crazy. Although Kwazi's just barely edging it out over Abysmal with just the slightest, less than a millisecond more accurate.
I mean, if that was a sight read as well, that is pretty impressive.
Yes.
Alright, Do will be played.
Nice.
Yeah, for the hardest map in the pool.
I do believe that Do was one of the... It was... Yeah, it was her initial pick before the replay of Send Off.
Three, one, go.
Ready?
Oh.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, things are still sailing smooth here.
Unfortunately, Trex's screaming has not been working anymore.
Much like how Kwazi's sort of picked up a single good so far, but we've seen that as long as Abysmal gets that one critical good, then MS is ever so slightly in Kwazi's favor. Yeah, I haven't really listened to this song much before. I played it a little earlier, and then when I overbeat accidentally, I quit out. But the song is a real banger. I should definitely look into more of the Garligan charts that what was their name again? Animanic has been making. Although this one was not. This one was a Secret Santa for Animanic by Crookie.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, this chart has a couple of fate endings in it. And there's just like, it's like, oh, it's the chart ending, and there'll be 2 minutes left. Alright, well, Cosmos dropping PFC. So down to MS again, so it'll probably be yet another close match.
Yeah. Those misses are, if any, are going to be incredibly crucial to putting one player at an advantage over the other.
Yeah, I think Cosmos will be wanting to see a miss out of Kwazi, because Kwazi has seemed to have had the very slight NS advantage in the last couple matches.
Yeah, there were a few goods coming out of Kwazi as you said that, but still, the few perfects are those tights. The tightness of his timing bar at the bottom is still looking very much in his favor.
Yeah, it's very centered. There's the first fake ending.
A few more goods
Probably-
coming out of Kwazi, but I haven't seen that much followed up by Cosmos.
Alright, now it's just the outro left, so I don't see any of the players having any misses at this point.
Alright, so both players going to FC that chart. Now it's all going to come down to the MS. Both players
PBs as
PBing. Oh, and Abysmal just going to slightly edge it over with about... No, that's not 6 points. That's about 46 points.
46 points, so just 1 point.
Society of 77 plus 33 equal to 100.
Yes. Math. But that's like 1 point less than the difference last match, so it's pretty insane matchup here.
Opro asking if all three maps have been under 100 points. I don't believe I don't believe the highest two send-offs. Oh, the other players are, the other in chat are saying that they have all been other 100 points. So never mind, I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think it was a bit higher on the first one. I believe that Abysmal had like a 770, and then Kwazi had like an 800 and something, or the ending numbers.
Yeah, the others in chat are saying that send-off was 80 points. So definitely closer to 100 than the others have been.
All right, so we'll see what Kwazi is going to be picking.
No, I'm not counting the DSP run. I did think that the two higher send-off scores were what was it? Were more than 100 points apart.
Yeah, I think both players had better scores on the rematch. So I think
Yeah.
those are the two you're comparing. All right, well, unsurprisingly, Fire in the Sky.
I wonder what could have motivated Kwazi to pick Fire in the Sky, charted by Kwazi.
Also, that was a lie. Trex was trying to choose that as the referee.
Oh.
Instead, Hot Milk.
Oh.
We played and baited. I'm making Ellie do additional work.
What's the other in Kwazi's searches? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that's most likely going to be like,
3, 2,
can you really call this a
1,
hotel or anything?
go.
I didn't receive a mint on my pillow.
A loud
Just
Trex.
yelling. Oh my
Just
god.
screaming.
Well, it is about a second apart. That's definitely closer than it was earlier.
Even Trex's voice can't save internet lag. Alright, but...
Kwazi gonna maintain the beautiful, but abysmal on FC Ace.
This chart can have some tricky timings and match streams in it, so we'll see how both players fare.
Yes.
Yeah, but Cosmos is searching for Kwazi in the leaderboard, but it doesn't seem like Kwazi has played this song since leaderboards have been implemented.
Ooh, Kwazi's gonna be missing a few matches there. Either just one, but either way, that was enough to drop him down to 3x. So, Cosmos definitely with the base score lead at the moment.
I'll see, maybe not the best pick from Kwazi, but if there's to see all the charts on the map pool, then add props.
I still have to wonder if there's anyone in the world who, if they didn't know about this song before, then they at least know it now because of Thick Omni-Man.
Is that where the song's from? Oh, Kwazi, a few more misses. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be too much of an issue to add in fixed sliders. But I don't think you'd be able to edit the area that is hittable, but regardless, it looks like Abysmal has also missed at some point. So, ooh, there's some scary movement from Cosmos, but I managed to hit that.
Yeah. What was I going to say again? I forget.
But another
Oh,
reason this
right.
and pretty tricky is there's a lot of times where it's just empty space, so it's just kind of you have to be paying attention at all times.
Yeah. And I remember what I was going to say. Even with the few misses from Cosmos, there were still some pretty substantial misses on Kwazi's end. So that's definitely going to tighten the accuracy threshold on his part.
Yeah, Abysmal, at least with the base score advantage, probably with the MS advantage too.
Yeah.
And wait, yes, this is a tactical loss from Kwazi to give Luce more time to wake up.
Oh, he's gonna drop a beat hole there. That's substantial. That's very, very substantial.
That's the worst note to miss. We're ending the song here. Fairly confident that Abysmal will be taking this round.
Yeah, that's a fairly safe call to make. Yeah, about 400, 300 or so, 350 or so base score lead.
Spin Master.
Yep.
Yep, and that's gonna, and there's gonna be our first over 100 a score difference in this set. It's gonna take us to match point.
Yeah, so this definitely the most intense round from the today. All right, let's see what the last map will be. Okay, yep, this
Unfortunately.
is Kwazi's ace. His own chart, Fire in the Sky.
Let's go. We
Uh,
get to
and
vibe to this again.
it's not a bait. Kwazi actually did pick this. And wow, look at the leaderboards. Kwazi is just above Abysmal.
We'll just have to hope that both players end up replicating their performances here.
Yeah, that'll be very close.
Good luck to both of you. 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
No streaming checks.
I just turned off my mic physically.
Well, that is okay.
Truckster wants me to stream for him. I'll do it after the match, I think.
Okay, just give us some warning so I can take my headphones off.
I've learned to live with it. I played what's it? I'm so sus.wav at work once before.
Sus, I'm so sus.
Sus, I'm so sus. Lego movie.
You guys know Chris Pratt?
Audio Jungle.
Yeah.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah,
I love Mario
too.
and Garfield and Lego Guy and Guardians of the Galaxy dude and Parks and Rec.
Yeah, yes.
Chris Pratt, yes. What else was he in?
Jurassic World.
Yes.
He's
He's actually gonna kill Jack Black and play Bowser too.
I see. Akko clarifying for us that Chris Pratt is actually in Mesopotamia. He's going to be playing one of the world famous Italians alongside Tifa, Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Audio Jungle. Oh, he was in Magnificent Seven as well. Does anyone remember that movie?
I've never heard of this. But Kwazi is still on PFC pace, so if he's able to maintain it, that will be GG.
Yes. Well, now that you've mentioned it, I'm almost anticipating the curse moment.
Yeah, it's just PFC break waiting room.
but a movie to reference. Yes, the remake of an American remake of Seven Samurai, and wasn't very good.
Well, just because there's American.
True.
So the set list for the tournament can be found both in the link that Wei posted as well as on the SpinShare website main page. Well, it's the last 10 seconds.
Yes, indeed. Kwazi truly did have everything planned out,
Yeah.
taking it with a PFC on his own chart.
I
I'm not
that
gonna
means
lie if I
can
was.
stream, right?
Oh no.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh man, that is.
Yikes. So Quasi PFCs, he wins the match, so that means he gets a little like
Yes!
We go, but what a performance from Cosmos as well. That was one of the best matches we've seen so far in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous throughout that, just knowing that single miss would have made it a very, very tight accuracy battle.
Yeah, I mean,
And Akko, yes, Kwazi would have still won. He had an MS of 10.61 compared to Abysmal's 11.02. So always still a little bit under. It's pretty much always been 0.4, 0.5 MS difference between the two, right?
yeah, I mean, I think it's been under 1 second except for Hot Milk. There's a little bit higher.
Yeah, although that one was a little inflated due to the various misses throughout the chart. But overall, GG's to both players. Very, very well fought out. Very, very evenly matched. Although Kwazi just slightly edging it out over Abysmal in the end.
Has anyone called Luciano at all?
I DM'd him the number 7, and he did not respond to the number
I'm
7.
gonna call him, see what happens.
Okay, well, Konomi leaving to go and knock on Luce's door IRL. Yeah, hopefully he's doing fine. Apparently he may have caught COVID, which could be throw a wrench in things. But if he is able to make it, then it will be Ballin and Luce up next. Otherwise, we'll be going straight to